Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We're ready to begin. Go ahead and take your seats now. Matter of fact, if you can hear my voice, clap your hands once. If you can hear my voice, clap your hands twice. If you can hear my voice, clap your hands 3 times. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a session coming up that's going to help you in many different ways with Steemit and with other platforms where you're communicating. It's presented by a guy that, like I said, I know really well. It's me. And so what we're going to talk about today, I'm going to go ahead and just introduce myself, will be how you can take the principles, the 2 key principles in Steemit that will help you to get ahead. Being very successful in Steemit requires a lot of work. You don't just do it a little bit and then stop. How many of you know people that have tried it a little bit and then they go, I'm not going to do it, I can't get anything. Okay, how many of you have felt the pain and the agony of seeing 0.00 cents earned on a Steemit post? Yeah, we all can relate to that. My people are here. So what you want to do is you want to find out what is it that makes it work. And that's what we're going to do today. So I put it together. By the way, do you like my little graphic here? See, with the animation and everything? I'm going to give you kind of here's the thing there, but I'm going to come over here and go, that man behind the curtain, here's what he's doing, kind of things. Notice I'm using a video over here. That's from Tokyo, downtown on the rail, over on the far right. This guy over here on the bottom left, you might recognize, and that is a GIF. Pronounced GIF, that's in there, and it gives you the ability. I put that in there. I found these things are incredible. They really are powerful. If you aren't using GIFs right now, I'm talking about your own. You want to do that. I've used this in sending messages and email to people, where I create a customized email like, hey, congratulations on the da-da-da-da, whatever it was that they just received. And that helps a lot. I would recommend getting into some of that. Look at it. So we're here at SteemFest 2. It is a great thing. I remember last year, it's Amsterdam. How many of you were in Amsterdam last year? And this one is going as well and even better. So where we are today, a lot is going on. I like this quote from Theodore Roosevelt. He never liked to be called Teddy, but Theodore Roosevelt. And he said, do what you can with what you got right where you are. And that's the message I would give to you. Using Steemit, and you want to do that, but then also, that's only the starting point. Because I want you to go even farther than that. Do even more. Matter of fact, write this down. Here's a bonus tool that you can get and start working with. It's called Ecamm Live, and this is available for you now. Take a picture of that or write it down. It's bit.ly/Ecamm Review. Notice the E and the R are capitalized. This is a video I put together to show you a marvelous, incredible way to create video and be able to create content right now that is alive and amazing. When you work with tools like Blue Jeans or Zoom, which are great for Facebook Live, you're looking at around $450 to $500 a year. Very good price, reasonable for that kind of technology. This one goes for $30 one time. $30 one time. Watch that video. I'm not selling it. This is just something from me to you. But I wanted to give you this little bonus here as we get started. I don't want you just wishing for success, whether it's in Steemit or elsewhere. You got to work for it. It's going to take some time, some money, and some energy to make it happen. But then it's never been my goal to be normal. I don't want to go out there and just be one of those people that, well, it was okay. No, we're going to go much farther than that. I get a chance to do many different things. I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm doing. I want you to look at that and go, okay, that's what Terry is doing. What can I do given the unique perspective, the unique opportunities that you have to do it? I am a syndicated columnist with business journals. I'm in Orlando. We have 46 papers across the United States, about 11 million page views monthly. That gives me access to talk to people that are doing incredibly wonderful things and to write stories about it. As a journalist, I like to write about that. I was trained in that and do a lot with it. But I'm using a lot of live video right now. Just out of curiosity, how many of you are using live video? Raise your hand up and keep your hands up. Look around the room. Okay, and those of you that aren't, write it down. Live video. That's something that Facebook is pushing strongly. We're seeing in other areas, and you can use that on Steemit as well. We now have Steemit Live. It's available, just came out, I guess, a few weeks ago. This is something where you want to be. Talk about a way to generate more interest in what you're doing. This will do it. What's the key to success on Steemit? Well, 2 things. Compelling content and community. Those are the two keys. Now, those of you that are experienced, you're going to go, yeah, we know that. Well, I want to go even more in depth. And matter of fact, I've got someone joining me that's going to give some inside secrets. Gina Carr, my partner, lifetime partner, and business partner, is going to talk about that in just a moment. Here's some things that I've been able to do, and I want you to look at it. Power of interviews. This is what I did with business journals. Notice that guy on the far left? That's Cenk Uygur. He is the founder and host of The Young Turks. How many of you have heard of The Young Turks? They are the #1 news outlet in the world. They're bigger than CNN, BBC, Fox News, any of those. I had a chance to talk with him, just me and Cenk and his assistant there in the suite. Interviewed him about what they're doing. Now, he has a different political agenda than I do, but we found tremendous agreement in what was going on in the world and talking with him. This other guy over here I also talked to, both of these were at CES, the big electronic show in Vegas. Dave Mandelbrot, he's the CEO of Indiegogo. How many of you have heard of Indiegogo? Yeah, like Kickstarter, they're great for fund starting. So I asked him, Dave, what is working today? How would you like to hear Dave tell you what's working today in crowdfunding? I mean, here's the guy, crowdfunding is really working. He knows, and by the way, you can watch that video. And also John McAfee. Got a chance to talk with him about what's working and what's not in Liberty. You want to reach out to people, and you want to make sure you have both live and recorded. Here's something that I have done with a few key people that are around Steemit. You'll recognize some of those. Matter of fact, one guy right there, you notice that guy on the far right, second one from the top, Jerry Banfield right here. Give him a round of applause. Jerry Banfield. Woohoo! My fellow Floridian, we had a Steam Up that he hosted in Sarasota, not far from where we both live. We went over there, had a fabulous time meeting people. And that's a way to both build community and build content. That's what you want to do. I did it with these two guys. I also did it with Mark from Rotterdam. How do you know Mark? Known as Exile. You got to listen to this. It was fabulous what he gave. It was just like jaw-dropping, incredibly good content. Bianca, you were right there. You got a chance to see what he does and the wonderful things that he does all the time. I talked with Kenny Polorentano. How many of you know Kenny? Get to know Kenny. Look this up. He makes a living on Steemit. He uses Steemit and he pays the bills traveling around the world doing that. He gave some specifics on what he's doing and how to do it. And Adrian, also known as Hemminger, he is the person that wrote the code for DTube. And I had him give me some ideas on what works, how it works for him, and we're going to have another interview on the update that he just had. And had a chance to talk to Sterling. And matter of fact, Sterling's right there in the back. Sterling, raise your hand there. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Sterling Lujan is with Bitcoin.com, the leader in how to use cryptocurrency and what to do. I talked with him and Jeff Berwick. How many of you know Jeff? Or maybe saw him do his presentation just a few minutes ago. I got a chance to talk to these two guys when there was something hot going on in the world of Bitcoin. And some announcements from Jamie Dimon was talking about it. Also got a chance to talk to Stella Bell here about what is happening. And I want you to notice what I've done. You find key people that have great content and can really help you in some specific ways. And of course, Jerry did a marvelous job. I just grabbed my little camcorder and he gave me the permission to record him and to share this to help the community. So these are the kind of ways that you do it. Also, talking here with Star O'Hara and what's happening. A lot is going on. And Kevin Wong. How many of you know Kevin? Yeah, wonderful guy. He's got some great ideas, and I wanted to hear from him as well. And I want you to notice, kind of watch and read between the lines. This is what you do. You find key people, get to know them. This builds the community, and each of them gave me really specific, nitty-gritty ideas on how to build your content. Real good content that you and I would want to sit down and go, ooh, I want to take notes on this. I'm turning off my cell phone. We're not checking email right now. I want to pay attention to this. That's what you want to do. And matter of fact, one of the ways you'll do that is with Facebook. So Facebook is a tool that you can use for that. And I'm going to have a person help us on that I kind of like a lot of what she says, and for many reasons. She is my partner, as I mentioned. I got to tell you, she's a trained engineer. She went to the #1 school in the world on industrial engineering, Georgia Tech. They're ahead of MIT, ahead of Stanford in systems and industrial engineering. They're #1. Then when it came time for an MBA, for me, I went to Georgia State, which is a wonderful, fine school there in Atlanta, Georgia. Gina, even though she's from Atlanta, didn't get into Georgia State. She had to settle for another little school for her MBA up north, not really even a public school, it was a little private school called, what was the name of that thing? Harvard. Yeah, she had to get her MBA at Harvard. So she couldn't, not everybody can get into Georgia State. But even though I feel sorry for her on that, I want to welcome her right now. Gina, come on up and talk to us about Facebook. Yeah, I'll help you get set up. Go ahead and explain a little bit what it is, and I'll switch it over here.
Okay, is this one working? Fantastic. As Terry said, I have an MBA from Harvard, and so I've been doing, the past many years, I've been doing business growth and business growth consulting. But in recent years, I've lost almost 60 pounds, and I've learned some things about nutrition and health that I'm just so passionate about. It's just burning inside me. So I've been struggling with this, how to rebrand myself, because I want to make my living now doing health coaching and setting up a whole industry, a whole business about healthy living. And so a big part of how I've done that is with Facebook groups. Now, I know we're here, a lot of Steemit people probably don't like Facebook for many reasons, many good reasons, but the Facebook groups are incredibly powerful tools for building community. I see Jerry nodding his head there, and they really are. So one of the ways that you can do that is to create your own group, whatever it is that you are passionate about, and to post your Steemit post there and get people in that group to go over and, interact with them on Steemit. And the reason to post in Facebook groups is because it's just more interactive in terms of communicating with your people. And there are specific Facebook groups about Steemit post promotion. So one of the things that's really key to getting your Facebook post off to a good start, your Steemit post off to a good start, is to get upvotes really quickly, right? Is that right? When you get them real fast, it gets attention, and it might be going to trending, and people are going to notice it more. So if you don't know of a Facebook group for Steemit yet, just go over to Facebook and type in Steemit in the search, and the first thing it's going to pull up is groups, because Facebook really promotes groups. And so right here, you just click See All, and it's going to show you a lot of groups. It's quite slow today, but if we even still have connection, yeah, there we go. Okay, so when I click the See More, I'm going to see a whole lot of posts here about Steemit groups. And you'll see right down here, you see one called Steemit Post Promotion, Steemit Booster Group. Did you guys know these things exist? Are you a lot of you guys on those? Okay. And so here's an example of one where people, when they do their Steemit post, they grab the URL from Steemit and they pop it over here. And the idea is to reciprocate. So you go over and you upvote, and then you come back here and you share that you did it. So you really need to be a giver in these groups. You can't just take, you've got to go interact with other people's posts and like them and such. I like this new one that I've just joined. It's called the Steemit Booster Group, and you'll see that in just a second. So blog, vote, post, and earn. It's real clear what you do there. Now, if you don't find a group that you like already, start your own. It's real simple. It's totally free. And I know some of you out there, we've talked, we're vegans, and real passionate about the vegan movement. And so I'm going to be creating one called, Vegans of Steemit, so we can interact there. And, if you're musicians, if you're yoga teachers, whatever it is that you are, you may want to share other people's posts that are similar to yours and, be in that community immediately. So I just encourage you to investigate Facebook posts, groups, as a really powerful tool for building your community to support your Steemit posts. Okay?
Right. Thank you. All right. Isn't she fabulous? Absolutely. Okay, well, there's a lot you can do with this. And what I want to do, how much time do we have left here? Oh, my goodness. Here I have to play presenter and MC. So I have to drag myself off the stage, which will be really fun. But here's what we're going to do. I told you about what is available here and some of the people that are doing. I want to give you some specifics. Here's something I tied into, talking to other people. This was one that I did for business journals, talking about ways that you can earn money with blockchain. And they were not talking about Steemit. Some other ways people are legitimately earning a lot of money with their tool called Storm. Oh, anyone recognize this guy? Yeah, I got a chance to see him and legitimately work with him at a recent conference. Sterling, you were up there as well. We got a chance to do that. And so I say this not to just say, golly, it was cool talking with this wonderful guy. Matter of fact, getting a chance to really know him, and he's just as real off the platform, one-on-one, as he is on the platform. Another little guy here you might recognize. I think he was governor of Minnesota for a while, Jesse Ventura. So, and here's a private inside session that I was able to get with them. I was the only person in the room besides the camera crew getting a chance to do this. And so I say that not to say how cool I am. I want you to think about this. I want you to think, given the people you know, the contacts you have, how can you take something that is going to be uniquely valuable to your audience? So they're going to go, wow, look what Izzy's done. He's got a video with so-and-so. He's got a concept on how to do something that's going to help me in a big way. Think about how you can serve others. It's really like Zig Ziglar used to say it. Zig said, you can get anything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the key. Serve them. Get the content that is going to help people become who they are, who they want to be, and how to do it. Here was the video that I shot just a few days ago, actually, up in Aspen. Got a chance to do it. I put a lot of these together. By the way, here's another person that is doing a lot of work. Cody Wilson. Anyone familiar with Cody Wilson? Doing some creative, wonderful things. I was in Austin. I just happened to be there. And here's a point. I made it. I was in Dallas, and I made it a point to fly down to Austin specifically, paying for it myself, so that I could interview him on site. And that gave me the ability to learn about what he's doing. And matter of fact, here's something I wanted to mention to you. If you can type in 20withterry.com, I'm offering something now for each of you. 20 minutes of free, no charge consulting to see what you're doing in a way that I might be able to help you individually. That means you get it for free, 20 minutes. And if there's a way that I can help you further, we'll talk about that. If not, don't worry about it. I want to give you some real value and help you on that. I like this quote from Thomas Paine, which says, "The world is my country. All mankind are my brethren. And to do good is my religion." How many of you can relate to that? I think that's the key. And really, that's what Steemit's about. It's about doing that like Jerry does. There's a picture I got of Jerry. Jerry, you look good. You know, you clean up real good there, son. Doing well in this. This was the picture we got down in Sarasota. There we are. See, Jerry, there, I know him. And he was kind enough to get a picture with both of us. And, of course, had to get one with the two of us there. All that. So we put these together. Here's another thing I did just recently. I was out in Dallas. This is the set of the television show. I was on a PBS nationwide television show about cryptocurrencies. What's going on? I was one of three people. It was me. Guy next to me there on stage is a lawyer, very prominent in the cryptocurrencies, a lawyer. The other person, the professor, who is down in South Texas. He was joining us by Skype. And the guy on the far left is Dennis McQuistion. This is from McQuistion and Company, which is a nationwide program. And I use that as a way to give even more value, talking about where Bitcoin is, what's going on. And by the way, I sent them a note just the other day. I said, if you had invested only $1,000 in Bitcoin the day we did that, which was just a few weeks ago, it would have now be worth about $1,600, $1,700 or something. I said, see that? This stuff is really good. Of course, no guarantees for the future, but a lot of good things that are there. Here's another one that we did. This is from a meeting that I had just a few months ago this year out in Athens, Greece, where I got a chance to meet some wonderful fellow Steemians sitting around talking about Steem and everything. And by the way, yes, that really is Athens, Greece. There it is, looking up there at the Parthenon, closer shot of it, etc. And I did a Facebook Live. Well, I can see my time is up. And matter of fact, I've got a few extra slides, so here's what I'm going to do. Anyone that would like the rest of my slides, those of you here with us live, give me your business card or write it out on a piece of paper where I can send it to you. No charge. I'll be happy to send that to you. Those of you that are watching this and catching it either live or if you're going to catch it later, let me know and I'll be happy to send that to you as well. I'll probably put them in a link and then let you have that. No charge at all. I just want to be able to help you. So you can send it to me. Probably the best way to do it, send it to me either email or Steem chat. My address on Steemit is @terrybrock, and that's spelled Terry, and Brock is spelled the right way, BROCK. So it's Terry Brock @terrybrock, or my email address is terry@terrybrock. Gina Carr's is, guess what? Gina@ginacarr.com. Pretty clever, huh? and at Gina Carr right on there. So again, I've got a lot more here. And matter of fact, I got some specific tools that I want to give you that you can create content fast. This is coming from a journalist who has to create it on a regular basis. My editor's there going, okay, Terry, it's time now. Your article is due. And I have to come up with something all the time. I want to show you how we do that, how we get the ideas, some of the sources I go to get really legitimate, good content. There's a lot out there. I wish we had another 3 or 4 hours, but you know what? We do. And it's called Offline After This. Please stay in touch. My fellow Steemians, I love you to pieces. Thanks so much for being with us today. All right, now I'm back in my MC mode. And that was Terry Brock. He was talking about that. Wasn't he good? Yes, I was good. Yes, he was good. So I'm playing a couple of roles there. But anyway, I'm serious about that. If I can help you, I want to know. Gina and I are going to be here for the rest of the event, and we really want to hear from you. Thanks again for being here today.